Hello everyone, so in this video I will show you how you can reboot hundreds of single session VMs via PowerShell script. We will not reboot them with the WinRM variant. We will reboot them through Citrix, so we will use Citrix PowerShell commands as it is when you reboot them through Studio or Director. So we will use the same commands. So as you know, if you have a single session farm, you do not really have the option for a scheduled reboot, at least not in this version. So I have 2202 or 2203 CU5, and I also have the latest and greatest LTSR. I have 2402, and here still you do not have the option to schedule a reboot as you have it for the multi-session. So for the multi-session, yes, we have the restart schedule, and we can schedule a restart. We can configure a message for the users and so on. I did see that I do have it in the web version. Where is it? Studio Web. So here under delivering groups. So this is 2402 web version, and here I should see the schedule reboot, restart schedule. Okay. So you can only do this if you have the latest version and you have the web studio configured, or probably also from the, if you have the cloud. I mean, not probably, 100% sure that you will be able to do this also with the cloud, but we can also do it through PowerShell. And maybe we can do it smarter through PowerShell. Let me show you how. So let me get back to my screen. So for this, again, I'm using the same actions as I've done it in my previous video about sending messages to the users. So I'm using Studio for inspiration for my PowerShell commands. If we go, for example, here on the VMs, not this one, this is DDC4, okay, here. So we have multiple VMs. If we want to reboot them, we select more of them or just one and go with restart, and this restart will create an entry here in PowerShell, and I'm just using those entries when I execute the restart, so that I can build my PowerShell script. I'm building them with an AI because it's faster, and I'm still learning PowerShell. And yeah, together with the help of an AI, I was able to create a very nice script. I will just go quickly through it to tell you about what it's doing. So first, of course, it's loading PowerShell, the Citrix PowerShell modules. It gathers all the VMs from my site because I'm executing this on all the VMs. You can filter this out if, for example, you want only a specific machine catalog or a specific delivery group. It will export only the VMs from that specific machine catalog or delivery group. It creates my file that contains the names of the VMs. This is my my DDC that I'm using for the commands. It's checking if the file is not empty, and then not if it's not empty, if the file is there, sorry, and only after that it checks if there are any entries in the file. And first thing that it does, it tries to log off the users. So if I have sessions like here, so I have two VMs that still have users on them. We do not just want to reboot the VMs and maybe the users will lose some data. We can also integrate here a small message before we start the log off process, but in my case I'm only logging the users off. Again, I'm writing in the logging database from Citrix. I'm writing what I'm doing, so I'm trying to first log off the users if I find any, and then the second part of the script will initiate the reboot. I'm also waiting 10 seconds after I execute the log off command, because logging off does take longer. It's not such a fast process, so it can take, in a productive environment, maybe it can take more than 10 seconds. And I just want to be sure that my users' profiles do not get corrupted. I mean, during the reboot, they shouldn't be online because reboots only happen during the night. But yeah, nevertheless, I've added this as an extra caution step. Then again, I'm writing in the database that in the logging database that I'm starting to reboot the VMs, and here is the actual command that will reboot the VM. So here is your admin address, your delivery controller. Where is it? Here, delivery controller, and the variable for the VM is just your VM name. And finally, it writes again in the database that it has finished, and it waits 1 second between each VM reboot. I've implemented this just to give the hypervisor a little bit of time to breathe, because in some cases you can have a hypervisor with 20-30 VMs on it, and if you reboot them at the same second, maybe you will get the hypervisor in a hold state, so maybe his CPUs will go to 100% and it will get stuck. This is why it's better to just have a little bit of delay between the reboots. So this is why I've set 1 second delay. You can set this to more. It depends on how many VMs you have in our environment and how much time the reboot should take to reboot everything. Okay, so let's see it in action. So we have our two VMs, and this is for those are static VMs. Each user has its own VM, but we will also test the script with the multi-session environment. Okay, so let's start. So first it logs off the user from the Windows, the first VM. It waits a second, then it logs off the second one. It waits, of course, 10 seconds, and only then it jumps to the next VM. And because we've added that logging in the database, we can also see what the script has done. So it detected the user on VM named Wind10. It logged off. It started the reboot process. Here it writes that the reboot, the power action on the VM was successful, and then it jumps to the next one. It found the user, it logs off the user, and then it goes to the next VM. Basically, you can you only need to use this in the environment where you do not have that option to schedule a reboot. And for the multi-session VMs, you can easily use Studio because it's faster, so you don't have any headaches, and you can configure everything you want in the schedule reboot. Here on the schedule reboot, you can give the name. You can do a lot of things. You can restrict it to daily, weekly, monthly. You can set a special hour when you want to reboot. You can reboot everything at the same time. I do not recommend this option in any environment. You can go with 30 minutes, 1 hour, and if you go with 30 minutes, if you have 100 VMs, it will try to reboot, I don't know, about 1 or 2 VMs per minute, and it will send, before it starts, it will, you can configure it to send messages to the users so that they can log off, and so on. So this is very, very useful. Okay, this was it for now. Thank you for watching. I will also add this script in the comments for you to try it out, but I honestly recommend you to build your own script, even if you do it with ChatGPT or whatsoever, what AI is there available. But build your own, go through it, read it several times so that you can understand it, and maybe in the future you can create your own your own scripts from zero, even though the future will go with AI, and I believe no one will lose too much time to write scripts manually if it can be done with an AI in seconds. So thank you for watching one more time, and please subscribe to my channel if you liked this video.